Hey everybody, welcome to the zone. This is Shady. Glad you're here. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome to the Shady Zone. I'd appreciate it if you go up there and hit that subscribe button. You smash that thumbs up, thumbs down. Give me a comment down below. Maybe leave a comment down below or hit that little bell and get some notifications if we're doing when we're doing the next stream. Um, I know there's not a lot of you out there tonight, and I apologize. That's my fault. I honestly didn't know if I was going to do a live stream tonight or not. I was seriously considering just recording a little video and putting it out there, but I decided, seeing that how some of you have gotten used to us kind of getting together on Sunday nights and stuff, that I'd go ahead and do this anyway. Um, I work till 6 o'clock this evening. I'm kind of tired. I've got surgery tomorrow. So I had decided I wanted to come on because there's some things that I want to say. Um, Donald Trump came out earlier late this week. It was Thursday or Friday. And said he was fully expecting to be arrested Tuesday, and everybody from the media to the folks on YouTube, everybody has just their heads are just in a spin about this. They don't know what they don't know what to say. I mean, it's like the liberals are. Hi, Joni. Um, thank you. Um, the liberals are like just drooling at the mouth over this. That and hi, Michael G. How you doing? Um, the liberals are like just drooling at the mouth over this. There's people out there that are saying all kinds of different things. Donald Trump is telling his people that you need to go out and protest and yada yada yada. People are scared to death that there's going to be another January the 6th. I don't know what's going to happen, but guys, what we've got here is we've got a deep blue liberal, a Soros backed liberal DA named Alvin. What's his name? Alvin Bragg, in Upper Manhattan in New York City, that has dug this back up and decided he wants to press charges on it. And what is so funny about this? Hi, Lisa, how are you? What is so funny about this is the first day that this guy got in office, he's saying that he's gonna downgrade felonies and he's gonna lessen prison sentences and yada 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 yada. I mean, in New York City, you can pay for sex and it's fine. But you can't pay the person that you had sex with not to talk about it. That'll get you in some deep trouble, especially if your name is Donald Trump. But guys, a lot of this is it's getting blown way out of proportion. It's getting blown way out of proportion by Donald Trump, to be totally honest with you. Um, I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. I'm sorry, I wrote down notes because like I said, I threw this together. Um, Trump, if he is arrested, and there's nothing really saying that he's going to be arrested except for Trump. But if Trump is arrested, he's going to be charged with a misdemeanor for providing falsified business records or something like that. Now, to elevate that to a felony, you'd have to prove that he was trying to cover up a second crime or something like that. Um, in other words, the $130,000 that he used, it would have to be proven that that was some kind of violation of campaign rules or something like that. And that is very, very much hard to prove. They can't hardly do it. If Now, here on the other hand, if this Braggs guy is using federal money to fund this investigation and fund this indictment and stuff, that's on their side. Also, if Braggs is being kind of coerced by Washington, D.C., by Biden, that's something else. That's campaign interference. And of course, it would be the it would be campaign interference, and that is illegal. But there's a lot of people, and I've been listening to the chatter for 2 days now. There's a lot of people that are, they're Trump said go out and protest. So there's a lot of people out there that are wanting to go out and protest. And what I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you want to go out and protest, and you've got absolutely positively every single right in this world to do that. However, Don't be an Antifa. Don't be a BLM kind of person. Don't have a repeat anywhere in this country of January the 6th. That's not going to help anything. Okay? Don't go doing that stuff. Don't be a fool Tuesday, is what I am trying to say to you. All right? We are not going to overthrow the government, nor do we want to overthrow the government right now, especially over something like this. Guys, if this is true and they do press charges and somehow or another they turn this misdemeanor into a felony, yes, we have every right in the world to be totally ticked off, and we should be. However, all right, let's not lower ourselves to other people's standards. Okay. Who was it? Was it Michelle Obama that says when they go low, we kick low? No, let's not do that, guys. We're better people than that. All right. And you're not going to win. You know, you're not going to win. We don't need to see another January the 6th where a bunch of innocent people, or some innocent people, are put in prison without a lawyer, without due process, without anything like that over this. Okay. We don't even know that it's going to happen. Everybody needs to take a deep breath, kind of let it out. Think about it. Like I said, if you want to go out and protest, if you want to make a sign, if you want to go out to some federal building, some building somewhere, if you want to march down the street and shout things and chant things and do all that stuff, please feel free to do that. You've got the right to do that. But please, people, don't go out and do dumb stuff on Tuesday. Dumb stuff won't do anybody any good. Okay. Play nice for right now. This is not the time. Okay. The time might come. I'm not saying that the time won't come. I kind of share some other people's beliefs about that. But this is not the time, guys. It is not the time. Y'all need to keep a clear, cool head about you. Okay. And protest in the right way. That's all I'm trying to say. And that's all I wanted to say. And it's like I said, I didn't have a lot of time to put this together. This is straight up off the cuff, me talking to you, just like I was sitting in your living room talking to you right now. I wrote down some notes on some of the stuff that was going on. That's all I did for this. But I wanted to get that out there. Okay. We don't need to let ourselves get in a whirling dervish over nothing. Okay. What do you guys think? I mean, there's a few of you in here. Do you guys think you think this is on the level? You think he's going to get arrested? If you do you think it's going to be charged as a felony? Do you guys think that, it would be okay to go out and burn and pillage, or what do you guys think? Hey, Teresa, how are you? Oh, thank you, Michael G. And unfortunately, it's not in the morning, it's tomorrow afternoon, and I go NPO at midnight tonight. Nothing to eat, nothing to drink. I don't even think I can do my nicotine pouches. So tomorrow's going to be a pretty tough day for me. Um, the surgery, the surgery is scheduled for 1 o'clock, and one person told me that up until 7 I could have clear liquids and coffee. Another person told me absolutely positively nothing after midnight, and I think I'm going to have to err on the side of caution on this. Okay. So, like I said, guys, tell people if you're in another chat, or if you're in another live stream and you hear people talking crazy, try to be the voice of reason in this. Let's all just wait and see what happens Tuesday, and go from there. I mean, I imagine there's people sitting at home making their signs and stuff right now, but let's just wait and see what happens, because I think honestly a lot of this is getting blown out of proportion, and I think a lot of it is honestly, I think a lot of it's coming from Trump. I think that if they do, and here's my thing, I think that if they do arrest him and they do make a mountain out of this molehill, and we as conservatives or as patriots or as whatever, if we remain calm, keep our heads, let everything take its course, this will push Trump across the line. This will seal Trump's fate to become the next president. I believe that. I believe that it will definitely give him some momentum and get him across that line. I think this will do more to help him than to hurt him. So, um, and that's just my thoughts on it. And I know they're kind of loose, and I'm kind of picking them from here and there. But I'm also trying to read what you guys are saying in the chat at the same time. If you notice, I didn't go on StreamYard this time. I don't know if he's in here or not, but Jacob kind of got with me after that last live stream, and he kind of gave me some advice. I checked some things, and my internet, my Wi-Fi is horrible here, and it's even worse down here in the office than it is up there. I was standing right in front of the router and got like an upload speed of 63 or something like that, and it's a lot slower than that down here. And StreamYard actually takes a lot of it takes a lot of juice coming out of that to do it, and that's how come we were all locking up and stuff last week. And I felt so bad because I got Caveman James on here, and it was a great time because I could hear him, see him, and everything on his side was moving just fine. Me, on the other hand, was locking up, freezing up, and all kinds of stuff like that. But excuse me, I'm working to fix it and see what happens. Hi, Teresa. How are you doing? Hi, Honey Bunny. How are you? If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Joni Friels, don't do stupid things unless you want to win stupid prizes. Exactly. You know what, Joni? I said that exact same thing today. I said that exact same thing today. If you play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. And we don't need to be playing stupid games. I mean, we need to be the voice, the ones with some common sense, not the ones going out there with their little black umbrellas and stuff and burning and pillaging. Jacob, how are you doing, buddy? Glad to see you. Michael already said hi. Think it's a distraction. Yeah, actually, Michael G, that is a good point. Does anybody happen to know that another bank fell this week? And we are focusing on all this right now, and another bank, hit the bricks this week, crashed and burned. Hi, Oki Khan. Good to see you. Glad you're here. We're kind of kicking around Tuesday and what's in store for us on Tuesday, and I'm trying to tell people to wait and see, keep a calm head about you, And I am glad you guys showed up. I really am. Like I said, I know this was kind of a last minute thing. Most of the time when I do a live stream, I post it like 3 days in advance and get it set up that I'm going to do it. At least on YouTube, I've gotten good enough to where I can do it this quick. So that's actually a good thing. Wednesday is more important when the feds make their move. Trump is a timely, coordinated distraction. Okay, yeah, all right. The road to Surdom. Okay, yeah, it'll be interesting to see Wednesday what happens afterwards. Like I said, if this happens at all, one of the first things that I read when I started looking into all this was, it wasn't even for sure that he was going to be arrested. So I don't know. And the person that I was listening to that made that point about Mr. Bragg in Manhattan made a great point. You know, it's fine in New York City if you want to pay to have sex with somebody. That's fine. They're not gonna prosecute you for that. However, if you try to pay money to them not to say anything about it, ooh, then they're going to go after you, especially if your last name's Trump. And one of the other things that kind of piqued my interest was, can this guy actually do that? I mean, this is the state of New York that is getting into what they were trying to charge Trump is a federal crime. And maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me. But that kind of made me wonder too. Can the guy actually even pull this off? And there are some people that I've heard saying it won't go anywhere because he really can't do it. I had heard something on the radio on the way home that like 60% of the DA's office in New York, they don't want any part of this. They don't want any part of this, and they wish Bragg would just stop, just quit it and back off. But if you're Soros backed and you got that kind of money, then I don't see no real reason to back off. All right, guys. The state of New York. Yeah. I've never been. I've when I was younger, I wanted to go just to see the Statue of Liberty and some of the other things there, but I've never actually went there. Ellis Island, some other things like that. I thought the federal charges have to originate from a federal court. Well, that's the thing, Michael G. Originally, they did, and then nobody would touch the case on a federal level. And I really don't know if the state can go after this after it's been a federal charge or after it's been a federal case. I don't know. Maybe they can, maybe they can't, but that was brought up too. Been there, it's nasty and it stinks. Yeah, Joni, I've heard that myself. But I heard it used to be a beautiful city. I heard Times Square used to be the place to be. And now it's just ghetto. Obi-Khan, it's hard to know who is or who is not the controlled opposition anymore. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I think I think the controlled opposition is the government. I don't care which side of the aisle you're on. This little saying is starting to get more and more popular as time goes by. But it's you got the right wing and you got the left wing, and they're both wings to the same bird, and the bird is rotten to the core. So I don't know, and I mean, I could start talking bad things about certain senators and stuff that everybody just loves to death. Somebody even said the other day that Ron DeSantis was in the World Economic Forum's back pocket. So I don't know. I know one thing: the whole thing is rotten to the core. No matter which side of it you're on. I mean, we see one side as more rotten than our side, and they see us as more rotten as them. And this whole division thing that's going on, it's brainwashing on both sides. I think two wings of the same bird, exactly, Joni. Michael G. The first thing I saw going into New York City was a stripped car up on blocks in the 80s. Wow. Okay. Well, you can see that in Kansas City. You can see that in Denver. You can see that in pretty much any of the big cities, just honestly. Jacob, heard a report from Financial YT, V Channel, 10 private jets with members of the Federal Reserve, etc., had another meeting today. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will continue to peel back the onion layers. All right. Yeah. And it's like I said, a lot of people don't even realize that another bank went belly up this week. Honey Bunny, Jeb Bush backs DeSoros. Jeb Bush backs DeSoros. Also heard that his campaign manager met with Zelensky. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. You know, Zelensky, he's got his little fingers and everything that he can get his little fingers in, whatever he can do to make money. I trust that dude about as far as I can spit, honestly. If we want to go into the Russia Ukraine thing, that's another thing where and I've made this public, you know, is what Putin's been doing is bad. Okay. But is Putin really that much of the devil? No, I don't think so, honestly. I honestly don't think that Putin isn't doing anything that the United States wouldn't do. If, say, China wanted to set up military bases in Mexico, it's the same thing. Um, Ukraine wants to join NATO. Of course, NATO is going to set up military bases. They're right there on the border of Russia. Russia's not going to let that happen. Just like we wouldn't let that happen in Mexico. Just like we didn't let that happen in Cuba back in 1962 with the Cuban Missile Crisis. Of course, I think I said it on another live stream before. He was a Democratic president, but John Kennedy had some cojones on him. So he backed the Russians off of that. And from everything that I've ever heard, I mean, I was born that year, just telling you guys how old I am. I was born that year, and from everything I heard, that was the most tense week in American history right there because we thought for sure we were about to go to World War III. Okay. Honey Bunny Andosaurus also faked the liquor license pull of the drag queen show venue. Okay. Jacob S. Sorry, Jim. YouTube financial channel, a regular dude, not a big channel like Bloomberg, trustworthy, no spam or BS. Hey, you know what, Jacob? That's what I like about my channel right now. Okay. What I've got 84, 85 subscribers. I do these little live streams. There's no commercials. YouTube don't really pay that much attention to me. Now, I'm sure if I was to get on here and start saying some real radical wrong things, you know, somebody out there, you know, that's not saying anything in chat that's in there lurking would be telling. And, you know, I'm fairly sure that would happen. Oh, they're my pouches. Um, but right now, you know, I'm so little that YouTube pretty much leaves me alone. You know, you got people like Prepper Nation. You got people like MD Creekmore. You got people like even the Hands On channel, you know, that have got thousands of subscribers. You know, and you guys hear John, you know, YouTube is constantly on him. Constantly. And I think I've heard Creekmore and the other guys say the same thing. YouTube is constantly gigging them, constantly putting strikes on them. You know, as long as I got good people in here like you guys and I watch what I say, I'm okay. They're not going to mess with me too bad. But, you know, it's one of the prices that you pay when you start getting, you know, to be a big boy, you know, you put those big boy pants on. That's one of the prices that you start to pay is they start watching you because they start putting advertisements on your channel and then they're responsible and blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on and on. It's one of the things that I like about Rumble. I mean, you go to Rumble and from day one, you're monetized. I mean, you don't make that much, but you're monetized from day one on Rumble. And they don't censor anything as long as you're not doing promoting drugs, sex, or violence, pretty much, you know, or the takedown of the government. Rumble's pretty good with whatever you say. You can go over there and you can mention the whiskey shot. You can talk about the corona. You can talk about anything you want to over there, and they let you talk. YouTube don't bother. Joni says YouTube don't bother me because I refuse to be monetized. You know, I've said it and I'll say it again. I honestly don't care if I ever get monetized. You know, I mean, when you put when when you put a regulation on somebody that they've got to have 1,000 subscribers for them to do something, I don't care. I really don't. Um, I like being able just to sit here and speak my mind for the most part, chat with people, you know. Um, I don't really care if I ever make any money because I do this stuff because I like doing it. I do this stuff because I enjoy your company. And if you're watching this on replay and you've never been to the channel before, I like your company. So subscribe. Thought I'd, you know, put a little one in for the channel anyway. I got to do that. Jacob says, yeah, and stay away from naming your videos like you do that set off red flags from their algorithm. Um, I do try, most of the time. I just, I don't want to put videos out with names on them like the end is near and we've got 3 days and World War III will happen next month and yada, 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 yada. If you noticed this one right here, I don't think anybody can argue with the name of what was it? Don't be stupid on Tuesday or something like that. I don't think anybody can argue with that. I don't. And the zombie ones, my God, I had fun with the zombie ones. That was just give me a green screen and turn me loose. I actually looked at Amazon about getting green screens for back here, but I kind of like my flags and my Second Amendment picture and things like that. And I don't have Masashi sitting up there today. I kind of changed the camera angle a little bit, kind of changed the lighting a little bit because I'm tired and I wanted to sit back in this chair and just be relaxed when I talk to you guys tonight. Um, Honestly, Jacob, I didn't get too much into it. I thought it was a personal thing. So, my philosophy is you be you and I'll be me, and they can be whatever they want to be. And if that's what you felt like you needed to do, brother, that's what you felt like you needed to do. I'm not going to be the one to argue with you on it, let alone hate on you or anything about it. I mean, I think I put a comment down there that you ain't got no hate coming from Shady, and you don't. I enjoy you being here. I really appreciate after that live stream the other day when you came up on the comments and stuff and kind of walked me through what might be going on and stuff. And you know what? You were right. Um, I don't know for sure. I don't think this is blurring out or locking up or anything like that. But as soon as I start using StreamYard, it starts pulling a lot more off the Wi Fi, and my Wi Fi is not strong enough. So we were looking at getting better Wi Fi. They actually just dug a trench in our backyard, in our backyard, putting a new Wi Fi cable in. We were looking at going to new Wi Fi, but they want to put like these little Wi-Fi boosters in every room or whatever that communicate with each other and communicate with your your devices and stuff like that. And it may be all good and stuff, but the hair on the back of me and Mrs. Shady's neck both went up when we heard that. And I mean, I was like at the point where I said a few explicit words and just kind of said, I don't know what else to do. I mean, I go to work and I'm getting like a 400 and something download speed. Here I'm getting like 60 something. Down here in the office, it's less than that. But hey, YouTube works. If I want to do a video and do the nice little intro, I can do that. It's no big deal. Let me see what I missed here. Oh, okay, Jacob, I got you. Thank you. Joni, I'm surprised the tube hasn't said something about my background banner. Uh, well, Joni, I don't know how many subscribers you've got, but it seems to me, like I said, if you're on a small channel, they don't mess with you that bad. So, you know, but by all means, thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. It seemed like a while ago when I moved my hand, it kind of did something like that. But if you're on a small channel or you don't have a whole lot of subscribers, I honestly, I don't think they mess with you that much. Yeah, I understand, Jacob, and I'm Scott Irish, so yeah, I get it. I got a little smidge of German mixed in with me, but I'm Scott Irish, so yeah, I kind of get passionate about things sometimes myself. I have learned over the years, for the most part, just let things go. But there are some things in life that either you can't let them go or you just simply don't want to. And like I said a while ago, that's up to everybody. I'm not going to hold it against anybody. If I ever, I probably will say something that offends somebody one of these days. If it does, I apologize. I don't mean to, but I've got to be me, and I'm not going to do it maliciously or on purpose. I'm not going to single anybody out or anything like that. Um, I get a lot of it on Facebook. Um, I get a lot of hating and trolling and stuff on Facebook. I've gotten to the point where, excuse me again, I've gotten to the point where I hate being over there. I hate going on somebody's Facebook page or some group's Facebook page and making a comment. Um, I tried to post a link to one of my videos, and it wasn't even on Facebook. It was on another group. I tried to post a link to one of my videos to help somebody out. It was on my rainwater containment uh, thing that I've got set up. And you would have thought I nailed I put the nails through Christ's hands on the cross. The way these people, and they deleted it, and then being me, I said, "Hey, I apologize. I didn't understand that was against the rules. I didn't mean to do it." And I mean, even when I apologized, I got crap back for that. So, a lot of the things that I see on Facebook and other sites and stuff, I take it with a grain of salt. I shrug it off and I move on because I know who I am. Most of you guys know who I am. That's all that really matters to me, you know. And that's one of the reasons. Kind of feeding off into that. That's one of the reasons that I prep. It's because I care about my family, and as long as my family knows what kind of person I am, that's all that really matters to me. So but like I said, sometimes things happen, and you got to be you. You just have to. Um, Waiting to see how many haters I get and how many folks get offended. I just posted a song I wrote. This flag won't burn. Really, Joni? Okay, I'm going to go. I'll go look at it. It may be a day or so, or it may be tonight, because I'm sitting up and eating and drinking like there's no tomorrow until midnight, because I'm not going to go into this all dehydrated and stuff. As a matter of fact, excuse me. And I know Mountain Dew is not the best thing I can drink when I'm trying to hydrate myself, but it sure goes down good. Um, let's see who else we got up in here. And guys, I think I already said it, but I appreciate you guys showing up, especially on short notice. It means a lot to me, especially, I'm probably not going to be around for a couple days. I may make the live stream in the morning just to pop in and say hi or something like that, but I'm going to be in a miserable mood tomorrow until after I wake up from the anesthesia and I can get something to drink, something to eat. And considering they're the surgery's here, I don't even know if I'm going to want to eat or drink or anything like that. Welcome back, Okie Khan. Mountain Dew is the only thing that runs through my veins. Well, Teresa, I got Mountain Dew in there, water, coffee, and some Powerade. That's what I've been drinking mostly today. Um, I've kind of laid off the energy drinks, but God, I love the peach flavored Red Bull. I mean, it actually tastes good to me, and I know that stuff is horrible for you, but I drink it anyway. Um, of course, Joni. If I don't get to post on Facebook, I'll be laid up in bed with a big bandage on the side of my neck doing a short or something. I'll let you guys know how it's going. It's going to be fine. I'm actually supposed to go back to work Friday. They're going to take the drainage tube out Thursday, and I'm going back to work Friday. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. The troll, Okikon, the trolls on Facebook are plumb crazy, and not only that, they're malicious. I mean, sometimes I wonder if these people don't have any kind of life except just to kind of surf Facebook and see who they can troll on and what they can say. I told the story on the last live that I did about I was on Lauren Bobert's Facebook page, talking about this automatic weapons ban they're trying to do in Colorado, and I was asking her. I said, do you think maybe you could come out in public, and say something about this?" And my God, it's like I said, I was in a forest where I didn't even think there were any trolls, and I got hit from so many sides I didn't know my name by the time it was done. But then again, I am the kind of guy that I don't back down, and I don't let people pull me off subject. I don't let them do that. So when they come up saying something stupid on the comment, I'm like, so what does that have to do with anything that I just said? And sometimes I'll even be gracious and answer their question, but most of the time it's like, what does this misdirection thing that you're trying to do have anything to do with anything that I said? You know, and why are you on Lauren Boebert's website? You know, so yeah. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the prayers I can get, guys. Oh, that looked like that was a little bit of lag, but I think we're okay. Um, I've been trying really hard to drink at least a small glass of water at bedtime, but it doesn't happen that often. Uh, Teresa, I'm going to say this with all the love in my heart that I have, because it took me a long time to learn this. After everything that we've been fed through our lives, water is an acquired taste these days, honestly. Um, a lot of people say drink it at room temperature. I can't. It's got to be cold for me to drink it. Um, I need some ice in my water. Mostly, I need ice in everything I drink except my coffee. And I'll admit it. There have been occasions where I do the soy boy thing and have actually drink iced coffee. Please don't unsubscribe because I said that. It's a weakness. I'm sorry. But we've got a place here called Dutch Brothers, and I don't think it's a nationwide chain. I think it's just like a local thing, but they've got like five or six of them now. When I first got here, they only had a couple. But they've got like five now. And one of the funniest things is you'll have a Dutch Brothers here, and you'll have a Starbucks here, and the line of cars, because Dutch Brothers is strictly a drive-through, the line of cars will go all the way around. They're on a huge vacant parking lot, and it will go all the way down and come all the way back up with people in line to get coffee at Dutch Brothers, and there'll be three cars in Starbucks. I love it every time I go there. I really do. I think it's like a mom and pop thing. I could be wrong, and I really don't care if I am, because I'd still rather buy my coffee there than from Starbucks any day. Um, yep, has to be cold. Only thing I drink cold is my beer or homemade moonshine, which is not very often. It has been so long since I have had homemade moonshine that I can barely remember it. I think it was the 80s was the last time I had real homemade moonshine. Um, they got it in liquor stores. And every time Miss Shady points it out, I just go, "That's not real moonshine." But to each their own. I've drank it. It's not horrible, but I'm a Jim Beam kind of guy. I've got a Jim Beam coffee cup. You guys will probably see it in some of the videos. If I hadn't had it in them, then I will in the future. But I'm basically a Beam and Coke man. I went from I did I drank Captain Morgan for a long time. Now I'm kind of a Beam and Coke guy. I've laid off the beer a lot. I'll have one every once in a while, especially if it's hot or something like that. And I'm really looking, being honest with myself. Excuse me, guys. Being honest with myself, I got to cut back on a lot of that too. So, you know, once you start getting up and advanced in your years, you got to start watching what you put in your body, or you'll end up pickled. And I've only got a liver. I don't have a spleen, so I got to take care of my liver. All right, guys. So we have went from Trump going to jail to talking about booze. How about that for the Shady Zone? I guess that's just who we are, isn't it? Um, Beams Devil Cut and Waterback. Yes, sir. I do either Devil's Cut or Black, Michael. Either Devil's Cut or Black. Um, you guys do me a favor. I'm fixing to end this here in just a minute, but you guys do me a favor. If you see Caveman James, please let him know. that I said from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate him coming on last week, and I am very sorry that it was such a foobar. It will get better when I get some better internet, but that might be a little bit because Shady ain't having a whole bunch of little pods all through his house with the internet communicating with all the devices in my house. And I guess the internet communicates with all the devices in my house anywhere. There wouldn't be devices, would they? Um, as always, praise God. God bless us all. You know, I couldn't have said it better myself, Joni, and I can't think of a better way to end the broadcast than that, y'all. So listen up to what Miss Frio said. Pray, prep, praise God. God bless us all. Y'all take care of yourselves. I will see you the next time. I'll send out a short, let y'all know how I'm doing. Thank you for being here. Let other people know about the channel. Um, Tell them if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. All they got to do is try it. And I'll talk to y'all later. Maybe say hi to you in the morning. Every one of you take care. God bless. Talk to you later. Bye.